All right, but tonight we have two regional final matchups here in the playoffs with Ganado facing Marlin and Shiner facing the Junction Eagles here tonight. But before we get to these games here tonight and preview them, we're going to look here at our Athlete of the Week. And who will it be? It'll be Tidehaven quarterback Cale Russell. Here's more for our Athlete of the Week. This week, Athlete of the Week goes to Tidehaven quarterback Cale Russell, who led the Tigers to a 35-13 victory over the Van Fleck Leopards last week. Russell ran for 3 touchdowns and threw for 1 passing touchdown in their victory there last week. Even with all those stats he piled up, though, for Russell, he still gave credit and shout-out to his offensive line.
Linemen got a good push. They got to the linebackers. Jakin, the running back, was a great blocker. Our receivers blocked well, so it was just me just following my guys and trusting my guys that they're going to get the job done, so that I can do what I did.
Now, even though Cale gives credit to his teammates and everyone on the field, Tidehaven head coach David Lucio knew that Cale was going to be a special talent at a young age.
Cale's always been a hard worker. The first time I ever met Cale, when I first got the job here, his dad's one of my coaches, and I was walking by the gym. And he was in the gym by himself, and he was in the 2nd grade, I think, and he was doing drills by himself. And that's not common for a 2nd grader to be drilling, so usually they're jacking up threes and pretending they're trying to dunk it and stuff, and he was sitting there doing drills. And that was when I knew he was going to be special.
With Russell being this driving force for this offense since he's been here, he always wants to accept the challenge in front of him, and no bigger one than tomorrow night.
I wouldn't say nerves, I wouldn't say pressure. We feel like pressure is an opportunity for greatness, so we look forward to pressure. We look forward to games like this because, that's what we strive for. We strive to be playing in December.
Russell and the Tigers are hoping to reach the 3A Division II state championship back-to-back years with a big win tomorrow night versus the Lexington Eagles. Wish Tidehaven luck, and congrats to Cale Russell for being this week's Athlete of the Week. Again, props again to Cale Russell for being this week's Athlete of the Week. Now, Tidehaven's going to play tomorrow night there, again, versus the Lexington Eagles. But tonight's games, we got Ganado and Shiner. And again, for Ganado, they're going to be playing there in San Marcos, then for Shiner playing in San Antonio. So, sports reporter Ray Robinson is covering the Ganado versus Marlin game tonight in San Marcos here. Before kickoff, Ray's going to give us a preview of what to expect here in tonight's game.
Reporting live at San Marcos, Texas at Toyota Rattler Stadium, getting ready for some high school playoff football. And yeah, the weather out here is a little gloomy, but please don't let that dictate the atmosphere for what will be played here shortly as the Ganado Indians getting ready to take on the Marlin Bulldogs. Ganado, a team fresh off their hardest fought victory to date, and another crossroads team in the Refugio Blackcats, but still saw them walk away with the victory 14-6. Now on paper, it looks that Ganado is the team that is destined to win this game 12-1. As Marlin has a record of 10-3. But one thing that is pointing out to me as I'm looking over the stats here is it looks that Marlin is the better defensive team. So the real question going into tonight's game is, what does Ganado's offense look like against a stout defense in Marlin? Max, back to you.
All right, Ray, now we go over to Shiner here. We got to go back to 1997 to find the last time the Comanches there missed the postseason there. While the Comanches program is no stranger there to success, head coach Daniel Bedeker finds himself leading quite a young group of guys here. They had a rebuild last season, are suddenly right back to playing December football. While the guys are young, they're also hungry and confident ahead of their game against Junction tonight.
I think we're really prepared. I think we're ready to go out there and just win it all. Ready to move on to next week and just play hard and fight and just win. We're all fired up, locked in every game and just playing hard, hustling, and just I feel like we got some speed on our team.
We've grown up. They've showed us that the game has slowed down a little bit for them. Each game gets a little bit bigger. It's going to be just a little bit faster, but they've been accepting the challenge up to this point.
For both games will be in about a half an hour here, and we'll provide